How wonderful Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay would be felt when they put the flag and becoming the first people to stand atop the world's highest peak, Mount Everest. How great would have been the feeling when Neil Armstrong put his first step on the surface of the moon. What would have been the expression of Thomas Edison when after 1000 failed experiments he got light bulb? From where the journey of these great people started. Thinking, it started from thinking. What the world is now is the conclusion of a thinking, and what you will be tomorrow would be the result of your thinking. One day I purchased apples, but I realized the weight of the apples was less. The seller had some trick to fool the customers. I argued with him, and I didn't purchase the apples. After some years, I was going from the same way, and I saw still that person's business was in the same position. His business didn't grow at all, but he was thinking he was clever. Why was he thinking clever himself? Because he has been touched the border of his thinking, and the border of his thinking was very narrow. Beyond the border he could not see anything. There was nothing visible. There was complete darkness. Scientists can study the universe, how far the Hubble Space Telescope can see. Beyond that, there is complete darkness. But if there is darkness, it's not mean that is the end of the universe. If you had touched the limit of your thinking, it's not mean it is the end until you accept it. It's like someone asked from where the knowledge starts and where it ends. The wise one said, knowledge starts from no and it ends at yes. If your thinking is limited, then 100% your result would be low. This is the quality which is given to you only among all creations. It is not given to think negative, to think small, to think bad, to think inferior, to think about hate, to think about revenge, to think to harm, to think to win by pushing someone else. Unfortunately, majority people still don't think to do something. And who don't think, they don't have any purpose. They are purposeless. They are like sheep, they are like slaves. If today you think negative, then tomorrow definitely you will be a failure. And you will try to hide yourself behind excuses. But remember, your excuses will be only a bundle of lies, behind which you will keep hiding yourself for the rest of your life. Nobody care about your lies. Nobody care about your excuses. People see results. People worship a rising sun. Do you want to be a failure? Do you want to hide? Who hide? Who do crime? Who do sin? That's why APJ Abdul Kalam said, small thinking is also a sin. It is because among millions of creations only you are given the thinking capacity, but you wasted it by thinking small and you didn't do justice with this bliss. You always thought having a great personality is for other people, not for you. Why are you less than anyone? Come on, you think beyond your border of thinking. You think beyond your capacity. You think beyond the limit. You think good about yourself. You think great about yourself. You think positive about yourself. You think capable about yourself. You think powerful about yourself. You think to find your errors, your defects, and work on it. And never stop, never satisfy. Keep on doing better and better. There is always space to improve, to do better. It is infinite. You push yourself to think about, you never dare to think before. You are free to think beyond. You have right to think bigger. Undoubtedly, it is hard. It is very hard to think beyond. But Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small. So you think to play big. How you think, you become. First increase the scope of your thinking. If you can think, then possibilities are there to take decision and achieve it. Problem and its solution coexist. So never think you can't. Always think how to do this. What is the solution? There must be a solution. How to find the solution? Every problem has the solution. Where is the solution? You think like this. If you don't think, then start to think. If you think but small, then think bigger. You don't think about success. You think to become better and better. Because Jim Rohn said, success is not something to perceive. Success is something You attract by the person you become. If you think you are getting better day by day, then think to get better with more speed and more aggressively. You think to give, you don't think to take. You think to give the best. Great men said, what would you give to the world? The world will return the same. Think bigger. Think to change your dream into goal. Think to take decision about your goal. Think to beat your fear. Think great. Think right. Think amazing. Think to change yourself. Think beyond the limit. Think unique. Think differently. Think independently. Think confidently. Think to sharp yourself. Think to improve your skill. Think like a king. Think like a winner. Think like a brave one. Change your thinking, change your life. Thanks for watching. God bless and take care.